Great, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like us to talk today, like us to discuss today, something which concerns me greatly. We'll see if it concerns you too. And that is the problem of our Facebook culture in which we have found, in which we now find ourselves in, by the way, which could be considered by any number of standards a snare set for you in specific, and has the distinct possibility of consuming, literally devouring humanity as a whole. An entire culture who say, yes, give me more gadgets, more apps, and I'll gladly give you my attention. You don't even have to try to take it from us anymore. And what I'm afraid of is that we'll get so dependent, we'll get so caught up in the matrix, in the nightly news world, we'll have little or no chance of finding our way out, no matter how many of these seminars I give. It brings me to the next part. The epitome of where this path, the train we're on, the track we, humanity as a whole, are on, is bound for a station so far removed from the spoken content that leaves little or no room for personal interaction like this. And this bothers me. Oh, not that we won't be around, scattered, but the instances will be few and far between, I'll bet on it. Oh, sure. Once in a while, someone pops up their head, rallies us, and says, what we need is a great crisis to bring us together. Isn't that a hell of a statement on who we are? They'll name an organization after a crisis and wave flags and bang pots and pans saying, over here, over here. Yeah, that's fine till next week. Till the Pope does one too many foot rubs. Till the Pope does something. No, this week we're not cheering the Israelis. We're booing the Catholics. No, we're not booing the Jews. We're just not cheering them. And once in a blue moon, someone will act with great courage and stop us in our tracks and say some version of, can't we all just get along? And it's a spit in the ocean for the most part. Bucky used to say, if we don't watch out, this train's going to wind up where it's headed. And getting down to it, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it, where the spiritual rubber meets the road. What bothers me about our Facebook web page society is that where this road, this track is headed, nobody wants to leave the house anymore. I mean, why should I leave the house and come to an event like this when I can watch it on YouTube? Why call someone or OMG, visit anybody when I hold their heart on my webpage? And that's obviously what's so. And not so obviously, it's also, so what? Well, some of you will be glad to know that I give you the question and the answer in this part. The so what is the epitome, I'm afraid, is that people won't leave the house. They won't want to invent. Nobody will want to attend live events like this anymore. It'll be like those TV shows, those movies, Twilight Zone, where the TV screen, the computer screen, gobbles them up, never to be heard from again. Unless you're fortunate enough, your turn comes up and you get a text from them. Oh, Bobby? And last I heard, he got a Kindle Fire HD. We haven't heard hide nor hair. That was a year ago last March. And pretty soon these live events will become a thing of the past, a distant memory from an age that exists no more. The famous line in an ancient text, quote from 2,000 years ago, I'm sure many of you will be familiar with. As in the days of Noah, there will be much eating and drinking and giving and taking and marriage, the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And it'll come upon the world as a snare. I can't help but wonder, is he telling us to beware? Be aware of while we're listening to Pandora on our smartphone and checking Facebook on our iPad. So we know the next American Idol to idolatrize. And in the other window, watching the latest cat yawning video. We won't even see it coming. Be so jacked into the matrix. And this is a great catastrophe, a shot in the arm for humanity. And I'm afraid only time will tell if mankind will pull its head out of its rear end long enough to see what they traded for what they now call life, which is nothing more than today's rearrangement of pixels, and choose and look at it and choose not that. Or will something out of self-preservation do it for us before we're extinct? And this should scare you to life. But again, only time will tell. Thank you. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like us to talk today, like us to discuss.